the second part of the trilogy, no, the second part of the Mega Man's video. The video was getting long, so I decided to split it up into two parts. We haven't even talked about the Mega Man cartoon that failed, and we haven't even talked about the Mega Man fan excuses that they kept making throughout the 2010s as well, and even accusing Capcom of hating their own fans because they didn't want to put out Mega Man games because they thought the games wouldn't sell too well. So we'll be talking about the first one, and this is the Mega Man 4 SARS cartoon. Okay, a cartoon that was simply created because they thought that Mega Man was an icon of gaming. Okay, that you know what people reckon they really thought, oh yeah, people don't know who Mega Man is. Instead of making a Sonic cartoon, with Sonic Prime I think did pretty well, or Mario cartoon, we decided that, okay, let's make a Mega Man cartoon. Okay, let's see the viewership of Mega Man 4 SARS. Okay, the show had relatively well received and had a number of episodes of 52. At least on IMDb it doesn't have good reviews, but the show didn't really have good ratings. People didn't care. Despite Mega Man being an iconic of games. Okay, you know, this was of course around the time when they tried to bring back Mega Man. This is actually the second time Capcom has tried to bring back Mega Man, and it has failed. The first time was in the the late 2000s. Okay, when they stopped making Mega Man. Actually, I think that was when they stopped making Mega Man games. It was in the late 2000s when they made Mega Man 10. After the Mega Man 10, they stopped making Mega Man games because obviously no one was buying Mega Man games. Whereas I'm not too surprised whatsoever. Okay, but the show did horribly. Okay. So much for the show was deemed a failure. Okay. The show was deemed a failure and it was pulled off of Cartoon Network less than a year. Okay. But don't worry. Mega Man's an icon of gaming. Okay. It's just Capcom screwed up the show. Oh yes. Capcom screwed up the show. Okay. Totally like nobody cares about the series. So much for the last Mega Man game. Sold only 1.7 million copies total, okay, as well, okay. But the show was basically canned within a year, okay. And they're also making a Mega Man movie as well, okay. That Disney is going to combat Mario with Mega Man. Oh, they're going to combat Mario with Mega Man. The most laughable thing I've ever heard, okay. The difference between Sonic and Mario. The difference between, Sonic 2 sold $400 million globally, okay? Mario movie made $1.3 billion, okay, as well. And Mega Man is way less popular than both IPs, than both Mario and Sonic, okay? Mega Man will probably make, on par with something like that. Something on par with, the globally, on par with the gross of Transformers. The last Transformers domestic gross, domestic earnings. Okay, that's how poor. That's probably how poor it is. Okay, and they're still making. It's also gonna be on Netflix, so it's probably not. So even they don't even have any faith on putting this into the theaters. Okay, they don't even have any faith in putting this into the theaters because they know people are not gonna. This is not gonna make any money whatsoever. Just like the last Mega Man game probably lost money for Capcom as well. Okay. So they're making a Mega Man movie. I wonder how poorly that will sell. Okay. As well. And we're going to talk about the fan excuses. The most often fan excuse that Mega Man fans will make is that Capcom is an evil, greedy company and that they're mistreating the mascot. Okay? They're mistreating the mascot. Even though they're still making even though they'll make games, Capcom at the very end of the day is a business, okay? And Capcom is gonna make what is successful, okay? They plan to release stuff that is successful, okay? They want to release games that will sell well, okay? As well, okay? As well. Capcom intends to release games that will sell millions. Okay, Mega Man even passed 2 million. Okay, the last Mega Man game didn't even pass 2 million. as I told you in the last video, if you haven't watched that video or not, okay, Street Fighter, Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, and Devil May Cry are continuing to get new games in the series because people are willing to buy those series. Okay, people are willing to buy those franchises and buy into those series. Same thing with Ace Attorney. People are still going to be buying the Ace Attorney games. Those games, I don't know how well Ace Attorney games sell, but they're continuing to make them, so they must be selling. I think Ace Attorney games are mostly digital anyways, so it's much more, easier for those games to sell as well. Okay, I haven't even talked about Ace Attorney yet as well. Well, but as a series, okay, Ace Attorney sells way more. I think probably sells way more. But again, Ace Attorney as a series is a niche franchise, okay. But even then, Ace Attorney is far more popular still than Mega Man. So much that even had to include Ace Attorney and Marvel vs. Capcom. Even though how Ace Attorney does not really fit in a fighting game. Okay. According to this, Ace Attorney has sold 9.8 million copies total. But Ace Attorney as a series is not a very high budget series compared to something like Mega Man. Okay. But apparently Capcom hates the fans because they don't want to make new Mega Man games because they keep making the Mega Man games high. They don't want to make a high budget Mega Man game and make it only sell 1.7 million copies. The difference between Ace Attorney and Mega Man is Ace Attorney is a low budget game, and Ace Attorney is basically just about court stuff. And I don't think a lot of people really want to play games about court stuff. Okay, as well. But even then, Ace Attorney games still sell pretty well. Okay. As a series, Ace Attorney is a very low budget game. It's a very, very low budget game compared to something like Mega Man 11. Okay. And even then, Ace Attorney has concluded. Okay. I think they have concluded Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Okay. Okay. But even then, they can still make new games with new characters. Okay. As well. And the last game they released was called the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, released for the Switch and PS4. As well. Well, and the games for a small franchise sell pretty well. Okay. Ace Attorney is not as big as Mega Man. It is one of the smaller series made by Capcom. It is basically kind of like the Pikmin and other smaller series, but it has a cult following and it sells pretty well in Japan, but it has a cult following in America. That's basically Ace Attorney in a nutshell. Okay. As well. Okay. But even then, okay. The Ace Attorney series is actually selling the best it has ever been as a series. It has been as popular as it's ever been as well. I don't think, again, Ace Attorney as a franchise is a very, very, but you can look at here. The best selling Mega Man game is Mega Man 11. Okay. I don't know what Mega Man 11 is. Which is at 1.7. They don't have it on this list. Which is on par of really old games like Devil May Cry 2 and Dead Rising. Okay. Back when gaming was much more. But gaming is now mainstream, and even then, Mega Man can't even crack 2 million. So much for an icon of gaming. But the biggest excuse that Mega Man fans use is that, Capcom is mistreating Mega Man. Even though we don't buy Mega Man games. Okay. I bet most of the people who say Capcom is mistreating Mega Man probably didn't even buy Mega Man 11. Okay, they're sad to get clout on the internet because that's what gamers love to do in the early 2010s. Same with the whole Kooparine thing as well. Okay, as well. Okay, as well. And same with the whole Banjo-Kazooie thing. But that was mostly because of, Microsoft rejecting WoW and basically forcing them to make garbage survival sports games, essentially, But even in Ace Attorney Trilogy, these games continue to sell well, 1.4 million copies, And I was moving much more copies than Mega Man much faster as well. So even then, Ace Attorney is, has a cult following that is growing and growing and growing, becoming more and more mainstream. It's kind of similar to like Persona. Okay, Persona was not a mainstream game until Persona 6 came out. But the difference between Ace Attorney and Mega Man is that Ace Attorney is a niche game. Okay, and Capcom knows it's a niche game, so they don't expect the sales numbers of Monster Hunter. But when everybody in the dog says Mega Man is an icon of gaming, okay, Capcom probably has some high expectations for Mega Man. Okay, and they see, oh, no one actually buys Mega Man games. That is pretty bad work for the series, for such an icon of gaming. Okay, and the Mega Man fans, or so-called Mega Man fans, get angry because Capcom doesn't want to make a new Mega Man game. Oh, when will they bring back Mega Man? Why won't they bring back Mega Man? Yeah, because nobody plays, okay, Mega Man games. No one buys them compared to other Capcom games. Okay, Monster Hunter, Street Fighter, Resident Evil, and Devil May Cry are the big four of Capcom. Mega Man is not even in the top three of Capcom. Okay, and Capcom wants a game with reliable sales. They'll make a new Monster Hunter Resident Evil game or Street Fighter game. Okay, they're not gonna make a new Mega Man game. That would be a side project. Okay, like of Ace Attorney. Okay, does not. It's Mega Man's on par for a series like Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney is not the biggest series in the world. Okay. And that's it about the Mega Man, two-part series, okay? And it's just the fans, they're so angry that Capcom released new Mega Man games in favor of Resident Evil games, in favor of Monster Hunter, in favor of series that people actually buy, okay? Like, Monster Hunter still doesn't even have a single character in Smash Bros. But oh wait, we get Mega Man in Smash Bros. Like, so, such an iconic character, okay? Because people on the internet literally begged Sakurai to put Mega Man in Smash Bros. Oh yeah, we had to put such an iconic gaming on par with Mario and Sonic. Meanwhile, Capcom, the company who owns Mega Man games, doesn't even have any interest in making new games. The Mega Man movie is on development hell, okay? And Mega Man 11 came out in 2018, around the same time Smash Bros. Ultimate came around. And Smash Bros. Ultimate was basically the perfect thing to advertise that Mega Man exists. And also all the tons of people who grew up in the 90s. Oh wait, nobody bought Mega Man 11. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry I hurt every Mega Man every Mega Man fan's feelings in these videos, but the truth obviously must hurt. That Mega Man, the best-selling Mega Man game of all time, only sold 1.7 million copies. That the general public has no interest in such an icon of gaming that the internet claims to be. It really shows you can't really take what the internet says seriously, what the Nintendo, sphere takes seriously, okay? Because they also say that Banjo-Kazooie is such an icon of gaming, but his game sold around the same amount of copies as Croc. I'm glad that some people are finally starting to really wake up and realize, hey, we don't have to believe what the mainstream says as well. And I've been saying this for a while. Mega Man is not an icon of gaming. If you ask someone on the street, do you know who Mega Man is? They're like, who? But if you ask them who Mario, Pac-Man, Sonic is, they'll most likely know who those three characters are. But not Mega Man. Because Mega Man is not on par with Mario, Sonic, and Pac-Man. He is just not. Okay? He is just not on par with those three characters. Okay? Mario is on par with fucking Mickey Mouse. Okay? In terms of iconicness and popularity. You really think that Mega Man is on par with a character like Mickey Mouse? Okay, Sonic is not that far behind, and Pac-Man is not that far behind from Mario. Okay, everybody knows who Pac-Man is. Okay, everybody knows who Sonic is. Okay, and let's go on to Google Trend. So this is over time. Okay, so this is Mario. Blue line. This is in the United States only. So it's not the United States. So blue is Mario. Okay. Yellow is Pac-Man. Okay. I don't know what the jump on Pac-Man was, but yellow is Pac-Man. Red is Sonic the Hedgehog, and green is Mega Man. This was when Mega Man was still relevant, and this is Mega Man now. Okay, and you can argue, it's because Capcom isn't making new games for Mega Man anymore. Oh, okay, Pac-Man compared to Sonic and Pac-Man. Okay, we can even talk about Global as well. Global, you get the same shots. Okay, you have Sonic, you have Pac-Man here, which Pac-Man had its heyday in the 80s. Okay, but even then, I still think people are not gonna really search who Pac-Man is. But we even got Mario and Sonic. Okay, Mega Man has stayed at a consistent 1 since 2015. Okay, he had a bump to 2 when Mega Man 11 came around, and a bump in around 2018, early 2018, probably when Mega Man 11 was announced. But other than that, look at Sonic. Sonic Movie 2, okay, new release, bump, massive bump. Okay, Sonic Movie 2, Sonic Frontiers also bump, Mario Movie, bump, Mario Odyssey, there is a bump there, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You can see the same picture here, okay, as well. Okay, not as big as the Wii days. But you see, again, people don't really need to search who Mario is. Okay, people already know who Mario and Sonic are. That's the difference between Mega Man. Okay, as well. Okay, Pac-Man, new Pac-Man game. I think there was a new Pac-Man game around here. There was a small bump there. Okay, but Mega Man, no one cares. Okay, Pac-Man is behind Sonic. But yeah, really, Mega Man is not on par with those characters. Because I always tell the average is 2 for Mega Man, Pac-Man is 7, Sonic is 8, and Mario is 44. Okay. As well. Okay, Mega Man is most popular in North and South America. Pac-Man is most popular in South America, apparently. Sonic is most popular in North and South America and parts of the Middle East. Mario is most popular in North and South America. So it's basically the same for everywhere. Okay? But even then, globally, Mario is much more iconic. You don't see many people wearing Mega Man shirts. You see kids wearing Mario shirts a lot. Some kids wear Sonic and Pac-Man shirts as well. Okay. Even look at the past 5 years. Okay, look at the past 5 years as well. It's even more damning that Mega Man is an iconic series. Okay? And there's no interest for Mega Man. Okay? Pac-Man hasn't really had any new games in a while besides the remake of Pac-Man World. Okay? And Pac-Man has stayed steady. Sonic has increased because of Sonic movies. Basically. Mario had an increase because of the Mario movie. But Mega Man is basically just a dead franchise. And Mega Man fans have to just accept this. Okay? Mega Man is a dead franchise. And you can also add in Capcom's other series. We can add in Resident Evil, Capcom's highest selling series. Highest selling series. Compare it to Resident Evil, which is obviously Capcom's most famous series. We added Resident Evil compared to Mega Man. Okay? Where it's Mega Man, the, supposed most important game Capcom has ever made. It's most important IP. Most iconic character, Capcom has ever made. We can compare Resident Evil versus the entire Mega Man franchise. In almost every country, Resident Evil is far more popular than Mega Man. We can also compare Monster Hunter as well. Okay? Which hasn't received a new game outside of the Switch in a while. Okay? This is Monster Hunter, on par with Resident Evil. We can also include another very long-running series that has been around. Okay, not Resident Evil. It's a Street Fighter. Okay? As well, Street Fighter is around here. Again, there's different terms for Street Fighter. But even then, Street Fighter is hasn't received a new game in a while. I think we should put in search term as well. It's around the same, so that's over the past 5 years. Street Fighter is kind of more niche as well. But even then, Street Fighter is still more popular than Mega Man. Okay? but isn't as popular as Resident Evil and Monster Hunter, obviously. Both Monster Hunter and Resident Evil are much more popular than Street Fighter. But there's still Street Fighter games being made because Street Fighter fans actually buy Street Fighter games, unlike Mega Man fans as well. And sales don't lie, man. Street Fighter 6 sold 2 million copies already within a month. Unlike Mega Man, who after 4 or 5 years could muster up 1.7 million copies sold. So that is about this 2-part series of Mega Man. And Capcom's failed mascot of a character. And every Mega Man fan can try to defend their favorite 90s mascot. But it really shows that Mega Man fans just have nostalgia goggles on and just can't accept reality. Can't separate fiction from reality. Mega Man is not on par with Mario and Sonic. Mega Man is not on par with even the most successful Capcom series, such as Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, and Street Fighter, sales-wise and search-wise as well. And that is it about this video. Goodbye.